Hello, welcome back to ESO. I kind of cheated a little bit because, well, not really cheated, but I went to whatchamacallit, so I'm no longer on the boat or whatever. And I did that to do my writs for the day. So now I gotta run to the beach instead of going from the boat.
That ship. The Prowler, isn't it? I've heard tales of its captain and crew. If things weren't so dire, I'd hope to meet them.
What happened here?
I'm uncertain. Lord Garashri brought my unit to Haven as part of our final training. But when we arrived, the city was under pirate attack. We worked with the fisher folk to help the citizens escape.
Who attacked Haven?
The Jackdaws, a pirate band that raids throughout the long coast. But how could one pirate ship do so much damage? They shouldn't have taken the city at all, let alone as quickly as they did.
Who is Lord whatever?
The speaker for the Main. He brought my people into the Dominion. I'm lucky to serve in his private guard. He sought to introduce us to other lands and people of the Dominion. I do not think he meant our first journey to be this exciting.
Where is he now?
I do not presume to know. He ordered me to protect the refugees on this island, while he rallies resistance inside the town. This one longs to fight by Lord Garashri's side. But I must follow orders.
Can I do anything to help?
The speaker hoped to locate General Andare, but we could find no sign of her garrison. He feels the city's defense is our responsibility. But there are few of us. Please, find Lord Gareshri. Help take Haven back from the pirates.
Where can I find Lord or whatever?
This one. I do not know. Not exactly. I only know what I must protect. But Lord Gareshri spoke with some refugees before he left. The merchant Narel, and Corinway, who leads the fisher folk. Perhaps they would know.
Find out what they know.
When I went to bed last night, I dreamed of a fully laden ship docking in the harbor. I thought it was a good omen. Couldn't have been more wrong.
You've seen Lord
He
Gurla?
was wading through the swamp with a handful of soldiers. They looked greener than the water. But good luck to the Cat Lord, I say.
You know where he was going?
At the other end of the marsh. I've only seen the place from the Haven docks. Never thought I'd wade through it. If you're headed after the Cat Lord, cross the marsh and make for the walls. I'd wager he's by the gate.
What do you know about the marsh?
Never seen it before this evening. I've sent apprentices there for alchemical supplies. Had I known it was crawling with Horvor, I would have increased their stipends. But not by much. You have to keep them in line.
Can you tell me what happened in Haven?
One moment I was nearly asleep, and the next I heard yelling. I looked outside and saw raiders with torches, so I leapt out the window and ran. That's right, completely nude all the way here. The fisherfolk loaned me some clothes. Good of them.
Cool. Happy he helped me out. I think there was two other people to try to talk to, but no, I don't have to.
didn't they
Without
head
the
for the
weight of
walls?
numbers, we can't retake Haven by direct assault. The key to victory is the fort.
Lieutenant said you needed some help.
Sharp clawed that one. It's why I left her in charge. This has been enlightening training cruise for my soldiers. I wanted to show them life outside of elsewhere. For them to see what it means to be a Dominion citizen. I never expected this.
Lieutenant would ever mention something about Haven's garrison.
Ah, yes. The great General Endari. I wanted to introduce my soldiers to a real Dominion hero. Shame that she's gone. Pulled her fearsome Jade Dragoons out of town before we arrived and left the place defenseless. Seems the pirates decided to fill the void.
Why would she leave?
A question for another time. Right now, we need to deal with these pirates. Jackdaws, they call themselves. We spotted a few giving orders to the others. These Jackdaw lieutenants are the key.
What do you mean?
We must know why have the Jackdaws lingered in the Haven. What do they plan for its citizens? Take my notebook and find the Jackdaw lieutenants. Make note of anything they say which gives us a clearer understanding.
See what I can learn. Can't I just kill them? Sneaky beaky. Consumables, food. That one. Hey, how's your rank?
Did you need something?
Do you have 2 rings? You can have 2 rings.
Enough looting for now. Get some carts and start stacking them with bodies. They'll need them up at the fort.
Bodies, huh? You want us to make some fresh ones?
You want to start a riot? Use the ones in the street first.
Use the book. Well, they won't miss this guy. Necromancer.
done for?
Damn, I was. Oh, kind of threw him overboard.
We lead the Wamasu in the heart of the Imperial Army.
Won't it melt the columns and hold the streets up?
Eventually, yeah. But for now, it guards our escape route. Once the ritual completes, that's the only way the others will make it out of Haven alive.
I want to kill him anyway. Go for a swim.
Some of Haven's guard arrived to defend the fisher folk and refugees. I thought to sneak along the beaches, see what I could learn. Then I saw you. So, what should we do?
Lord Gayish asked me to discover the pirates' plans. Here's what I found.
Really? What are the Jackdaws planning?
They're bringing bodies to Haven's fort for some kind of necromantic ritual.
What? Why would pirates do such a thing? We must get to the fort and stop them. But if they hold the fort, they must have the gates locked. How could we get in?
There's an entrance through this aquifer.
Good. If you can enter the fort and open the gate, I can bring reinforcements to you. Where is Lord Garashri? I must tell him of this plan.
He's in an abandoned house near the outer walls.
Then we both must hurry. Keep your wits about you, friend. We'll meet inside the fort and stop these pirates from whatever dark magics they plan.
I have a feeling. Yep. Oh, please knock him off. Yes. No, too bad it wasn't deep. Didn't see anything. is that? To climb the rope.
You've done it. Well done, my friend. Lieutenant Kazargi brought me what you found.
What should we do next?
The pirate leader intends to fill Haven streets with undead slaves, but there's still time to stop them. They're coming from the Fighters Guild. I need someone I can trust to get inside and disrupt their foul rituals. Can I count on you once more?
Of course.
By Alkosh's scaly nethers, I knew you'd come through. Now, the pirates are likely to have the Fighters Guild heavily guarded and locked down.
How do we get the key?
I hand it to you. Found it on a pirate's corpse and recognized the markings. The luck of Rachin was with me. I'm sure the Fighters Guild will approve of you smashing anything that doesn't belong. When you finish, inform Lieutenant Kazarki of your success.
Okay. You're just outside. Breton style. Already in my library.
Greetings, my friend. You did it. The undead fell in their tracks. The pirates, they surrendered or fled. A good day.
How bad are you hurt?
They won't tell me. That means it's bad, isn't it? I'm going to die.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Truly, your words bring me hope. Lord Garishry isn't here, is he?
I can get him for you.
No. He rallies the people of Haven against the pirates. Please, do not distract him with my fate.
Alright.
If I die from wounds justly earned, I'll greet my ancestors with honor. Tell the speaker it was an honor to serve him.
I'll tell him. Say it.
Right behind you, partner.
I knew you'd done it the moment those undead fell to tatters. Half of the pirates surrendered on the spot. They must have thought whatever you did to the undead would happen to them next.
The pirate leader is dead.
This means three things. First, you were instrumental in crashing the pirate invasion of Haven. Second, the Dominion's leadership owes you a debt of thanks. And third, I am privileged to be the one who pays it. An honor to fight beside you. I'd like to know why General Andare pulled her Jade Dragoons from Haven. Their absence nearly led to the Jackdaw's success.
Lieutenant was seriously wounded.
But the last I saw, she was carving her way through undead warriors. How bad is it?
Seemed bad. She didn't want you to worry.
Nonsense. I'll send for Mage's Guild healers to treat her immediately. Don't you worry about Lieutenant Kazargi. She fought like she was born with 6 claws. There's no way she'll go without a fight.
Okay. So that means the next one. The honor of the queen. No, that one is called the Great Tree. And now it's all the way up there. Let me go fast travel this one.
What do you want?
You're a bold one to approach so fearlessly. Give me a good reason to speak with you. I'll make it seem like you're here at my request. Otherwise, my subjects will think you cut the line and start sizing you up for dinner.
Queen Iren sent me to help deal with the unrest.
How thoughtful. I could hardly turn down such a generous gift. Especially with the trouble brewing in Eldenroot. How are you at building embassies? You see, Queen Iren promised one would be built for the Khajiit as a gesture of goodwill. But now a year has passed and there's still no Khajiit embassy. This has led to no end of headaches.
What has caused the delay?
Good question. You wish to serve the Comoran throne? You can start by asking Prince Naaman why his people aren't fulfilling their promises. He's the one who seems to have the entire Elden Tree lodged up his flue. I can say that. I'm the king.
I ask Prince Naaman.
Yes? Quickly now. Don't leave your mouth to hang agape.
King, whoever, says there are some problems with the Khajiit embassy.
That again? My sister, Queen Iren, foolishly committed to build the Khajiit an embassy months ago. Everything was to be handled through Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy.
Why has it been delayed?
No, you don't get to question me. Not after you slew High Kin Lady Estri. Do you think I'm one to have a chat with the person who killed my wife? That will break out the Sylphmead and share a good laugh?
Oh, I think Queen Iren trusts you to put the minions' interests before your own.
I suppose that's my burden. Very well. I won't give you the satisfaction of doubting my loyalty. You were asking after the Khajiit?
Yes, what could have delayed their embassy's construction?
Ask a stonemason. I have to prepare for the ratification ceremony before Queen Iren's arrival. I can't be troubled with such minor issues. If you care to pursue the matter, speak with Ambassador Tarinway at the Altmer Embassy.
Why did the Queen offer to build the Khajiit an embassy?
To promote harmony, she'd tell you. The same reason she picked this bizarre tree city as the Dominion's capital. She wants every member of the Dominion to feel as though they're equal.
Disagree with her plans?
Oh, we need to be unified against our enemies, and having a high elf in charge is paramount to our success. But do we really need all this coddling? The ratification ceremony, the business with the embassy, more problems due to harmony.
It's a ratification ceremony.
An archaic wood elf ritual. If she dances to their tune, Queen Iren will be recognized by the heavens as a worthy candidate for Emperor of Tamriel. Rubbish, if you ask me.
You're not one for waiting in lines, are you?
Eat my ass, buddy.
I suppose a wanderer like you wouldn't know what busy looks like. I will demonstrate. Feel free to observe, quietly and from a distance.
The prince said I should speak with you.
Oh, forgive my manners. There's so much to do in preparing for Queen Iren's ratification ceremony. Tempers fray, as I'm sure you can understand. But if Prince Naaman sent you, it must be important. What can I do for you?
Why isn't the Khajiit embassy constructed yet?
Why would Prince Naaman care about that? If they are too lazy to build their own embassy, can't they afford an inn?
Prince Naaman says it was your responsibility.
Well, of course, I ordered it done. I hired some wood elves to excavate the stone and set aside supplies for Khajiit to use. It isn't my fault if the locals couldn't do their jobs.
Where are the supplies?
Check our storeroom. The Khajiit didn't even bother to pick up the supplies. In the meantime, I'm off to locate Prince Naaman. If he didn't send you here with his blessing, I'll see you face Dominion justice.
What a bitch.
We'll see what Prince Naaman thinks of your impertinent questions.
Okay, bye.
That's far enough. The storeroom is off limits. Ambassador Tarinway's orders.
She sent me to inspect the storeroom.
She did? That's different then. Show me her orders and I'll stand aside.
She didn't give me any orders.
Then I can't let you inside. Her instructions were very specific. No one gets in without her written permission. I'm to remain at my post until relieved. Except in an emergency, of course.
What kind of emergency?
The Khajiits could riot. That would be bad. Very bad. Or a fire, of course. But the chances of that happening are slim.
You don't step aside, you're gonna have an emergency.
What? Did you hear that? I could have Hornet was my captain, calling me away.
Goodbye. Oh, this feels broken.
Where is the guard? And what are you doing here? I'd expected you would solve problems at the embassy, not cause them. Do you realize what's happening out here? Oh, never mind. Explain what you were doing in that storeroom.
The ambassador told me to search the storeroom.
Why would she do that? Oh, never mind. Well, what did you find?
The supplies reserved for the Khajiit are useless.
Typical bureaucratic corruption. I expected better of the ambassador. No matter. Supplies can be replaced. What about the Khajiit embassy? Did she say why construction hasn't begun?
She said she hired a local work crew to collect stone from the nearby ruins.
What do you mean, collect stone? That should have happened months ago. They should be ready to build it. I'll talk to the ambassador myself. Put the fear of the Dominion into her.
The ambassador said she was heading to look for you.
I'm surprised we didn't pass each other on the road. Get to those ruins and find that work crew. I want to know why they haven't done their jobs. I won't have Queen Iren's word impugned by someone else's incompetence.
Well, he has a stick up his ass, but at least he's, you know, loyal to his sister, or to whatever. I think that it's his sister. Multiple cuts in the wood elf's body appear to come from an axe. Hands are callous, and he wears the simple clothing of a tradesman. The surface of this cart is covered in a layer of fine dust and hacked apart.
So you're standing over the body of a dead wood elf. Nearly put an arrow in your throat. Good thing I recognize you.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Azerith, bind us, stranger. We work directly for King Camoran Eredon. Saw you earlier in the throne room. The king had his suspicions about the missing work crew and asked me to look into it. Seems we both have a stake in this.
Oh, what do you know about what's going on?
I know enough. Khajiit owed an embassy. They're angry the High Elves are dragging their feet to build it. Seemed like politics until a dozen stonemasons vanished without a trace. The king sent me to find out why.
Why did the king send you?
Before the Dominion, King Camoran Eredon nearly lost a civil war. I came to see if the missing stonemasons were targeted by the Black Sap Rebellion. But Black Sap would have displayed the bodies, not left them as food for Horvor.
Then who did this?
The king suspects Ambassador Tarinwe has been up to no good. Little things, some of her associations. But he can't accuse his allies of undermining the whole alliance. So he sent me to deal with it.
Deal with it how?
Ambassador Tarinwe used criminals to smuggle supplies. Never directly, but enough for us to notice. I'm not saying she had these stonemasons killed, but I'd like to ask her myself. Problem is, there's nothing we can do while she's in the Altmer embassy.
Ambassador or whatever left the embassy earlier after I questioned her.
If she left the embassy, she knows someone's onto her. She'll go to ground, try to flee. Have someone smuggle her out of Grotwood. We should probably stop her. Meet me by the Middens at the base of the Elden Tree. I'll be there shortly.
Alright, I'll meet you there. Ooh, I can get that one. I'm gonna go get that.
This one is tired of waiting.
skill point. Okay, I was waiting for blacksmithing to be done, which is kind of close. I got that one. The jewelry, the reduced thing isn't too big thing right now. That was use of artifact purple aspect. I want to do all three, but I also want to keep it for, what do you call it? Do that one, just to max it out. And also this one to max it out. Whoops.
They call this place the Middens because it's where all the refuse ends up. We clear them out now and again, but they always come back. Necessary evil, I'm told.
You sure an ambassador or whatever is inside?
Spoke with someone I trust. She's definitely here. We should get moving. We're not far behind her.
What's the plan if we find her?
Capture her, bring her in for questioning. Find proof she's behind this so Prince Naaman doesn't explode with outrage. Never thought I'd hunt a high elf ambassador.
What can we expect to find in the Middens?
Smugglers, skooma addicts, and more than a few criminals. They keep to themselves, but sometimes they band together to repel outsiders. Kind of like a filthier version of the Dominion.
How do you recommend we proceed?
Our goal is to find Ambassador Tarinway before she buys passage out of Grotwood. Staying in the shadows, avoiding unnecessary conflict. That's what I'd do. But there's a lot of ground to search. I'll follow your lead.
This person. Oh, damn, hang on, I want to check something. Real quick. Give me a moment, I'm going to try to start my fan up on the recording PC. Not spinning. I gotta spin it. I wonder if I was even visible. Every once in a while, gotta spin it. Get it going. It looks like it's gonna keep going, so that's good. It wasn't too hot, luckily. But rather have it spinning a tiny bit. I don't know when it stopped.
I wasn't always a beggar.
Okay. Then they got coming in and killing them. Wow,
Prince
easy.
Naaman sent someone to the embassy. We have to leave before we're discovered.
Prince Naaman? We had assurances. How can we make him our puppet if we can't control him?
You're interrupting my thing, man.
On your feet. You're coming with me.
Why? Where are you taking me?
To King Camoran Eredon, where you'll answer for crimes against the Dominion.
He'll have me killed and served for dinner.
Only if you're proven guilty. And if you are, none of us could stomach you. Now get moving.
Okay, can I move?
Good working with you. I'll take her from here. You should inform the king of the good news.
Yeah, you enjoy.
Lend a helping hand.
I'm poor. Sorry. No gold to give. Oh my god. Is that a scream in here? A random ass guard in there too. I'm never like a blacksmith. I need the void steel. Go on, you're right there. Alright, 50, and I have the point, but I kind of want the void steel thing so I can finish that writ. I'll wait a little bit.
I hate clutter.
Thought he was the bank guy. Where's the bank guy?
We don't do loans.
Pause it.
You've returned. What have you learned of the Khajiit embassy?
The ambassador conspired against the Dominion.
Oh, good. Nothing I enjoy more than talk of conspiracy. Did the ambassador have a manifesto? They usually have manifestos. No matter. I trust you resolved it.
Captured her.
Splendid. I'll allow you the honor of informing Prince Naaman. Why not tell him the duly selected High Elf ambassador was working against the very Dominion she pledged to support? I'll sit in my throne and try not to gloat.
I heard what you said to the king. Ambassador Tarinway, a traitor, my wife's killer, a loyal servant, and I, Queen Iren's representative in Eldenroot, required to thank you for your efforts. Very well. I'll provide no reason to question my duty to the Dominion.
What will happen to the ambassador?
We'll interrogate Ambassador Tarinway until we know the extent of her treason. Then she'll die, as all traitors must. But no matter. Your efficiency in resolving this matter was commendable, and the Dominion rewards its servants. Ambassador Tarinway's betrayal could not have been more absolute. She knew the details of the ratification ceremony, which puts Queen Iren at risk. It's my sister's own fault. She thought to appease the Sylvanar and the Main by agreeing to this foolish process.
What do you mean?
The ratification ceremony ends with the orrery, an ancient device beneath Eldenroot. It will divine Queen Iren's capacity to become Empress, or some such. But Ambassador Tarinway assisted in the preparations, I must assume she tried to sabotage the proceedings.
Will you cancel the ceremony?
Doing so would make Queen Irene look weak. No, we must proceed. You've proven your competence, so I'll ask you to speak with Melaras. He's an expert on the orrery and knows what must be done. Quite pleasant once you grow accustomed to the smell.
All right, I'll speak with Melaras.
The preparations for this ratification ceremony seem endless, but I'm up to the task.
Why can't she delay the ceremony?
She asked how she could prove herself their rightful leader. The Sylvanar suggested the orrery nonsense, and the Main agreed. Of course, neither will be present to see it, yet my sister is held to her pledge. How unexpected.
Why aren't they here?
Khajiiti political excuses are impossible to discern. I know the Main will not be present, and that's all I care to know. As for the Sylvanar, he died on Kenathi's roost. Thought he could negotiate with the filthy sea elves.
Oh, okay, I know who the Sylvanar guy is. Will any of the Queen Irene's allies witness the ceremony?
King Camoran Eridan. It's beneath his city, so there's no turning him away. And myself, of course.
Please don't mind Prince Naaman. Ambassador Turinwe's betrayal is a shock to us all. But no matter, the orrery must work flawlessly for the Queen. That's what we will ensure.
But you know the orrery.
Enough to be of service. The orrery hasn't functioned as intended for ages. We planned to use some rather delicate magic to trick it into operation. But if Prince Naaman believes there was sabotage, we must look to an alternative method.
Sort of alternative.
Why? We'll look to the past. According to legend, the orrery required a skilled operator, an alien source of power, and a divine spark before it would function. Without all three, it won't do anything but spin. Quite pretty, but not very useful.
Who can operate the orrery?
Conservator Daraneth maintains the orrery and has studied the alien monitoring rituals. Unfortunately, she was called away to South Point for a personal matter. If you can locate her and convince her to return, we'll have our operator.
Explain what you mean.
I've researched this a bit. Really, you need to be in 3 places at once. Simple, right? But the Fallen Esti winter site is rumored to hold a relic of the Khajiiti thief god. For our purposes, Radchin's mantle will serve as the divine spark, if it's truly there, of course.
Where can I find an alien source of power?
The heart of a numeral originally brought life to the orrery, according to the texts. It long ago went missing, but a member of the local mages guild named Laranalda theorizes it's in a local alien ruin. She's currently at the Reliquary of Stars, seeking the heart of a numeral.
Alright, I know what I need. Alright, I know what I need to find.
Wonderful! Have anything you find sent directly to the orrery. Once everything is in place, we can begin the ratification ceremony. And do refrain from referring to Conservator Daraneth as a missing element.
I don't really get what I'm doing. So where is the Dominion in Grotwood? Are they like down here? I think they are, right? Reaper's March, Green Shade, Grotwood. Green Shade is next. Northern Elsewhere. Blackwood. Merkmeyer. Aridon. High Isle. Somerset. Oh, this is Strauss Mackay, huh? Where is Canarthy's Roost, I wonder? Does that place also look like... Oh, is it this one? Oh, okay. So here, and there, and Grotwood was 3, okay. And this is like Ebonheart. So Bleak Rock Isle and whatchamacallit. I was gonna say, usually these seem to be these islands. Bleak Rock Isle and then Foyen. Foyen. Looks like it would be here. Deshawn. Shadowfen, East March. The Rift. Don't know where the Reach. Okay, I just wanted like a better understanding. Okay. Don't know if that makes me faster. For like a couple seconds it might. Oh, wow. Alright, we'll knock it out from the south first.
You there, halt! There's great danger ahead.
Fit to rule.
You there, halt! South Point is currently off limits. You'll need to keep back for your own safety.
What happened?
The citizens of South Point are killing each other in the streets. I've seen nothing like it. Captain Alonthor may need help evacuating survivors. You'll find him by the road, outside the town.
Speak to your captain. The grip of madness. Cool.
Turn back, citizen. South Point is... I don't know what to call it exactly.
What happened?
I sent 3 of my best scouts into South Point to answer that very question, but none returned. Until I know their fates, I can't request reinforcements. But I won't send anyone else inside until I know what happened to my scouts. You see my predicament.
What if I found your scouts?
I certainly won't stop you. One of South Point's citizens also offered to help find the scouts, but she seemed a bit eccentric. Perhaps she has something to offer beyond alarming theories?
I'll speak with her.
You should know Dareneth has some sort of position in Elden Root. Seems to think her reputation precedes her. No need to kiss the hem of her robes, but she's far less prickly if you show her some respect.
Keep that in mind.
Last I saw Dareneth, she was taking shelter in one of the tents. I could do without this damnable rain. It's been storming since we arrived, and it shows no sign of letting up.
Can I ask you some questions?
Ask what you will.
How long has South Point been like this?
Strange reports arrived in Elden Root a week ago. Little things, people acting oddly. But when a South Point guard delivered his own severed tongue to the Altmer embassy, someone noticed. If we weren't spread so thin, we'd have been here earlier.
Why are you spread so thin?
General Endari pulled her entire company from the Haven and left for parts unknown. In her absence, we filled the gaps. I tried to commandeer forces from the Grey Mire, but the Thalmor Inner Council considers Argonian refugees a greater threat, in their wisdom.
Can you tell me about South Point?
Centuries ago, it was an imperial stronghold, but now it's known as a sleepy coastal town with a big cathedral. You'll find mostly Colovians who've been here for generations, and a handful of wood elves who don't pay much heed to the Green Pact.
What do you think is happening at South Point?
I don't care to speculate.
Why not?
I can only act upon what I know. It's apparent that the townsfolk have caused harm to themselves and others within South Point. Yes, it seems they've all gone mad, but until I know for certain, all I can do is hope to contain it.
Did someone call my name?
Not her.
Did Captain Alonthor send you to mock me? Did you come to tell me I don't know the work of a Daedric prince when I see one?
Daedric prince? What Daedric prince?
Isn't it obvious? Madness swept through South Point like a plague, and so quickly. Only one Daedric prince has such power.
Shagorath.
No, it's... Wait, yes, that's it exactly. The Daedric Prince of Madness himself, here in South Point.
You don't seem concerned about South Point.
I'm exceptionally concerned. It is my home, after all. But I'd rather show my concern by doing something about the problem. The captain wanted to find his scouts, didn't he? We should get going.
You want to come with me?
Of course. You need someone who knows the town, and I need someone with whom to take a stroll in this lovely rain. No use arguing. I've been getting my way since before you were born. Or do you want a sweet old woman to show more courage than you?
Servitor Darneth from the Orrery?
Yes. What of it?
You needed an Elden Rip for the ratification ceremony.
Actually, I'm needed in South Point. Unless the Queen prefers it left to the whims of a Daedric prince. She can wait.
Fine.
The streets are dangerous. We should check the homes, be neighborly, see if those inside know where the scouts are. No scout. And I do hope that smell came out of an animal.
South Point was such a grimy place. The new mayor is really cleaning things up, don't you agree?
Looking for some Dominion scouts. Have you seen them?
Dominion? South Point is no longer part of the Dominion. The mayor decreed it. If Dominion scouts marched their muddy boots onto our streets, we'd truss them all up.
You concerned about the killing in the streets?
Killing? Oh, do you mean the cleaning brigades? Don't you worry about them. They're simply doing what they must to make South Point sparkle.
You should get out of here.
Oh no, I can't leave my home until it's entirely clean. Besides, the mayor said none of us can leave, and we all know what happens when we don't listen to the mayor.
What happens?
You're trussed up or you're thrown in the catacombs. Either way, you deserve it for disobeying the mayor. He's a just man, a righteous man. We should heed his words, every one of them.
Okay.
No scouts here, just my neighbor. Although this is certainly an interesting arrangement.
Hey.
I do apologize, but I can't speak right now. I must prepare the beds for their arrival.
Whose arrival?
The 8 divines, of course. I won't be caught with unmade beds.
Looking for some Dominion scouts.
I saw a few Dominion soldiers a few hours ago. I believe the mayor promised their meat to the wood elves, but I could be wrong. There were sheets to wash.
What do you mean?
The wood elves are going to eat their hearts, I imagine. It's what they do, isn't it? Eat the hearts of their enemies? But if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare for their arrival.
Pretty good. Only killed one delusional citizen. Hopefully they can all recover.
It's not time yet. The mayor said you can't eat me until dinner.
We're here to free you, not eat you.
Praise Arcade. This entire town has gone mad. We should have informed Captain Elonthor immediately, but I insisted we press on. If we'd fallen back, maybe my scouts would still be themselves.
What do you mean?
The mad people brought us to their mayor. I don't know how he did it, but he turned my scouts into bears. Bears! I thought he'd do the same to me, but he changed his mind. Said the town folks should have me for dinner.
What can you tell me about the mayor?
He locked himself in that big cathedral. Saw the doors flare up briefly, glowing as bright as the sky, and then it faded. Magic keeps them shut, I'm sure of it. I've had enough of this place. Please untie me. I need to warn Captain Elonthor.
Alright.
I'm getting out of here. I recommend you do the same.
This mayor seems a charming fellow. We should decide what must be done about him.
The fire warms us when we're cold, but burns us when we're close. No matter how much you feed it, its hunger never ends. The fire is sublime.
Soldiers turned into bears, people setting themselves on fire, and now a mad mayor locked in a cathedral. I know I should be horrified, but it all sounds so exciting.
What can we do about those scouts?
Oh, I suppose I can reverse the effects of the mayor's magic. After many, many years of honing my craft, this should be a simple matter. But if we're hunting bears, I'll need you to be the bait.
You want me to be the bait?
I'm an old woman, and such magic requires precision. Wrestling with bears impedes precision. Slap them about their faces, throw sticks at them, call them harsh names, however you must. Keep their attention while I do the complex part.
What can we do about the mayor?
I have an old scroll tucked away in my basement laboratory. If we have it in hand, it won't matter how tightly he's locked that cathedral door. But first, we should rid South Point of its bear problem. Shall we?
Sounds good.
Keep that bear away from me. Smash it in the head. Keep it away from me.
Okay, I don't think we're supposed to kill it.
Keep it away from me. Keep that bear away from me. Smash it in the head. Keep it away from me.
I think this person's just fucking with me.
Keep that bear away from me.
Thank you. I can leave this nightmare.
me.
Swear to God, this person comes in and fucks it up.
This town is broken. Flee while you can.
That wasn't so difficult, was it? Now let's head to my laboratory. We'll need that scroll to get into the cathedral.
That's not her, thank God.
No use! Without a bell, the lightning will destroy you! We won't make it inside my laboratory unless we stop the lightning.
Storm is natural, how can we stop it?
If someone conjured this storm, they do it from somewhere they could see everything in South Point. There's an old Colovian tower nearby. It's the highest point in the town, aside from the cathedral.
Take the tower.
Have some lightning! You want more lightning? I have plenty to go around! You get the lightning! Now you get the lightning! What are you doing here? I don't know you.
Are you causing all of this?
So what if I am? They called me an angry drunk, said I'd never amount to anything. But now I have the lightning, and I'll give it to anyone who makes me mad. Shut your mouth and walk away, or you'll get the lightning, just like all the others.
You need to end the storm.
I don't need to listen to this. I'll show you, like I did them. Nobody pushes Rufinus around!
Push him over the edge.
Didn't think you had it in you, but the storm's clearing. We should head to my laboratory.
Is he causing like the rain too?
Now where did she... Ah, yes, it's on my desk. Yes, over there. Do you see it? Let's head to the cathedral. We're the last... You have the scroll.
Oh, solo instance. I'm kind of happy about this. I want to see this bitch.
Is that the mayor? Wait, I recognize him.
Who's there?
Let me see if I can talk some sense
How did you
into
get in?
him.
Go. Want to be alone.
Don't you recognize me, Mayor Olis?
Dareneth. Thank the divines. Sheogorak did this. All of it. He used me.
And how exactly did he use you?
He promised me power. The respect I deserve. But then he cursed my tongue with madness and let me make a mess of this town.
You're so pitiful, even for a mortal.
What? You heard me! Oh, I've always wanted to meet a person within a person. Tell me, what's it like?
I'm so sorry, Sheogorath. I thought you'd abandoned me.
Owlie, I left you a tongue that drives people mad. But I suppose if you don't want my gift, I can take it from your mouth and give it to my new favorite mortal friend.
No. Think of all I've built here. The wonderful screams I've created, all in your name. Doesn't that make me your favorite?
Oh, very well. Sorry, my second favorite mortal friend. We had a good run, but it's time for your curtain.
Damn.
You're finally coming out of it. We should reintroduce ourselves. I don't remember how I came to be here in the cell. When I woke, you were just standing there, foaming at the mouth. Count yourself lucky that Sheogorath had no desire to treat you like a puppet, unlike myself.
Why would Sugarrath inhabit your body?
I was in Eldenroot when I heard some of the strange rumors coming from South Point. When I returned here, I recognized the signs. But when I arrived at my laboratory, Sheogorath was already there, dancing. Then I was dancing. After that, it all went dark.
What happened next?
I saw and heard everything we did, but I couldn't affect a thing. It was a waking nightmare. My own mind, a prison. I expected him to kill us both, but we're here, aren't we? Best not to think of it. Applying logic to the mad god is unwise.
So what happened to South Point?
Mayor Olus happened. He's always blamed others for his own shortcomings, but I never realized he'd been touched by Sheogorath. The only way the madness will end is with his death.
You really think he has to die?
He has the power to remake South Point in his image, to the mad god's delight. Where Mayor Arlos goes, Sheogorath won't be far behind. I see no other way. Unless you convince Sheogorath to take him back to oblivion, but arguing with the mad god is folly.
Need to get out of here.
I don't see how. Those bars are thicker than sword blades. We aren't going anywhere. It seems Sheogorath made a few changes to these catacombs. There were never any prison cells below the cathedral.
Can't you use your magic to open the door?
I already tried. It seems Mayor Orlus bound my magic somehow. I'd say it's maddening, but less so than having a Daedric prince steer you around like a carriage. When they come for us, we can try to fight our way out. If they come for us.
Such despair! Richer than a cheese sarp! Well, if it isn't me old friend Hunts for Bucks. Now, don't look so glum, or the skeevers'll notice. Then, well, they hit you up for spare gold, a few shin bones, your best pair of cheese-fitted slippers. Insufferable beasts. They can't hold a conversation.
What do you want?
Mayor Owlus is a curd in the soup. A real fly in the way, don't you say? Made a mess of me gift. The kind from the wrong end of a dog. I tried to encourage him. Even brought him a hero to destroy. But he couldn't go through with it. Can you imagine?
Talking about me.
I led you right here to make it all boring again. And what did he do to stop you? Nothing. There I stood, in my best old lady suit, and he said it was all my fault. He just needs motivation. What better than an escaped prisoner seeking vengeance?
You want me to kill him?
Could you kill someone you love? I can't. Well, I have. But not Mayor Orlus. It would be too pedestrian. No. I want you to try killing him.
Why should I try to kill him?
I want him to reach deep down, below all the marmalade and crushing failures defining his life, to find a seed of confidence and grow it into a tree of gumption he'll use to beat your brains to paste. But if not, any brain paste will do. Even his.
I'll do this if you swear to leave South Point forever.
Deal. Oh, and one more thing. Dareneth stays behind. If you bore me too much, I turn her into a goose, roast her, and feed her to you covered in fine Adar glaze. The goose, I mean. It's a mite bit chilly for my Adar pants.
Whatever you say.
And make it entertaining, would you? After spending so much time in this town, I finally know where the Colovians keep their fur hats.
This is your chance to fix this mess. Go, deal with the mayor. If South Point bores him, Sheogorath will leave.
Already bored! Here, I brought you some presents. The tiny ones from the best.
Damn.
Haste and blood! It's why you're my new favorite martyr! Also, you might see, but mostly haste and blood!
Forgot about Bastion.
Rested and taste our steel.
Lock its eyes for staring brandy. A gift for the madman.
Ring is out! My boredom washed it away. Really got in the cracks there.
What a bitch. Wonder if he's in any other ESO games.
Lumber about like that? Show some panache! A little swagger!
Might we borrow your ear? And second away.
This just isn't your day. But I can never decide between choice and free will. Which will triumph in the end? But why not settle the matter for me? Or you could yank a lever, but that's hardly fun for either of us.
You asked me to kill the mayor while you're playing these games.
I just told you, choice and free will are subjects I hold quite dear. So, you could fight a very good friend of mine, or you can pull another lever.
Fight your friend.
Wonderful! Just say the word and I'll bring him here.
Ready to fight. Destroy free will.
Free will! Get out here! There's someone I want you to meet! Not much gusto, but a smidge of verve, 3 drops brio, the essentials for a moxie fondue.
What do you mean coming to kill me?
It's a gift, a chance to shine, to prove you have some backbone that won't snap at the lightest touch. Really, Howdy, I'm quite fond of you. Ooh, fondue. What was I saying?
That you're fond of me. That you don't want to watch me die.
Watch you die horribly, all alone, and laughing my head off when it happens. Oh, that doesn't sound like me, does it? But I'm sure you can work the matter out for yourself.
Please, don't do this. Maybe we can work something out. It's not fair. I never wanted this, any of this. Now I'm to die for it. But you're reasonable, aren't you? We can talk about this. Work something out.
He didn't give me much choice.
You do have a choice. Not like me. Sheogorath listened to me. Said he would take me down a golden path. Nobody in South Point ever respected me or gave me a chance to prove who I could truly be. What choice did I have but to make them all see who I really am?
You saying that you had to do all this?
My family ruled South Point for generations. But after we lost everything, where was my birthright then? They wouldn't bow to me as they should, so now I've made them bow. It's the burden a true leader must bear. I shouldn't have to die for it.
I made a deal with Sheogorath. He dies. Sheogorath won't take you to Oblivion. I'll send you there myself.
Wait, that's it. I'll go away with him, if he'll have me. Just let me try to convince him. Besides, there's not much of South Point left. It's a bit used up, don't you think?
Don't convince him you're dead.
Sheogorath, I've been thinking. South Point can't truly appreciate your gift. But if you brought me to the Shivering Isles, I'd fit right in.
You want to go where you like all the others? Where you can be a shank of bacon in a house built of bacon shanks?
No, I mean, think of how I could use your gift in a place that truly understood me.
Well, I suppose you'll make a fine addition to the garden. Very well. The killing's off. I couldn't bring you to my home with more holes in you than when we first met. Just not proper.
Thank you, Sheogorath. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see my new home.
I'll send you ahead. I need a moment to speak with my second favorite mortal. Don't mind the Grummites. They always smell that way. Choice wins again. Really tugs at the heartstrings. Careful with those. Yank too hard and the blood goes everywhere but up. I really do admire this town. Shame I can't take it with me. Oh, but can't I? I know just where to put it.
We had a deal.
We did we? Huh. Well, I suppose you're right. Owlie and I could always visit. Perhaps during hurricane season. That'd be delightful.
Okay. Well, goodbye.
Be a stranger.
Alright. Cover the heart. Oh wait, is this just done now? Didn't it say to talk to the girl? Oh.
It seems Sheogorath held up his end of the deal. I felt his absence, I should likely say. I was able to open a portal here without any difficulty. I tried to tell Captain Elanthor what happened, but he wouldn't listen.
How did you know Allus?
In his youth, I took him as an apprentice. He was lazy, a bit reckless, and nearly set my laboratory afire on 3 occasions. His childhood was quite difficult, but that's no excuse for his actions.
Oh, it's difficult.
Long ago, his bloodline ruled South Point. He was a child who thought the town would one day be his, but his parents died in a fire when he was young, and he lost everything. I thought by taking him on as a pupil, I could teach him humility. I was wrong.
We return to the orrery.
Yes, very soon. Once I pour through the wreckage of my home and see what wasn't lost, perhaps I'll see you there.
Goodbye. Well, nice to see you all good now. They're never gonna fix that gate, I bet. Delve. Love a dungeon. I don't like that line there. I wonder if I can even get there. I think I'm just gonna play it safe and go this way.
Orcs are all about honor and all that, yeah?
Oh, a shrine right here. Okay, I'll get this one. If I can. Fuck. It's gonna be above, I bet. Yeah.
Hey, over here.
No. Lucky. Get this way shrine real quick. Save me time. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, hello.
Help! Oh, help me! Get me out of here! Soldiers. Soldiers everywhere. They turn our holy site into a slave camp. Get out of here while you still can.
What soldiers?
Dominion soldiers. They're led by General Indare, the Jade Butcher of Cormount. They forced us to dig for them, to uproot the soil. They're looking for something buried deep in the ground.
You know what they want?
One of the soldiers called it Rachin's mantle. My friend Braylor seemed really concerned. He asked me to go to Elden Root and warn the Mages Guild. I've never seen him so worried.
Talk to Braylor and see what's going on.
Braylor is near those glowing stones. Be careful!
A lasting winter. Okay, can go ahead and do that one. Betting on that blacksmithing one. Mage's Guild's almost done. Just need the Comet. Thieves Guild undaunted. I'm gonna chill next to this guy for now. Or is a dude, I think. But I gotta use the restroom, so I will be back. Okay, I am back.
You aren't with the pilgrims, are you? Then perhaps you can be of assistance. General Endare scours this place for Rajine's mantle, but the relic must be kept from her hands. Either she misunderstands the dangers, or she thinks they don't apply to her.
Oh, you want her to find it.
I'm concerned about its misuse. Unless you're prepared to handle them correctly, relics such as these can corrode you. I would tell General Endare myself, but I don't trust her intentions. Not after she pressed these pilgrims into service.
Queen Aran needs Regine's mantle for ratification ceremony.
Then she's in luck. I served the 8 divines before joining the Mages Guild. I know what must be done to safely transport a relic such as Regine's mantle. We'll just need to find it before General Endare does.
Where should we start looking?
The Falinesti faithful believe the Welkin stones hold the memories of the walking city. Earlier, I heard soldiers speaking of the same stones. If you can see me past the frost trolls, perhaps we can see what the stones have to do with Regine's mantle.
It's called Regine's mantle. What do you know of Regine?
Regine is a Khajiit trickster god, also worshipped by thieves and deceivers. The Khajiit swap tales of Regine's greatest pranks. It is said his 7 shadows do his bidding throughout Tamriel.
7 shadows?
Yes, each shadow reflects a different aspect of Regine's personality and power. This could be a convenient metaphor, actual living shadows, or something else entirely.
How does Regine's mantle connect to the walking city?
I have a theory, but until I can support it, speculation is less than useless. Perhaps the Welkin stones will reveal more.
Tell me more about the general.
A famous high elf general, or infamous, depending on who you ask. Her jade dragoons are well respected, but she has an aggressive reputation. Last I heard, she was in Haven.
Why would the general be looking for the mantle?
A very good question, which raises another. Regine's mantle is a Khajiit legend. Why does she seek it out in Gratwood, the home of the Wood Elf King? What could have brought it to the Falinesti Winterside?
Are you afraid of frost trolls?
Arms as tall as a person, an endless hunger, and jaws that can snap off a horse's leg in a single bite. Why am I afraid of frost trolls? The real question is, why aren't you?
I'm not a bitch.
Let's see what these stones reveal.
Who are you? What brings you into my home?
A simple thief of hearts, come to steal yours from this walking city.
Steal my heart, or still your loins? For your arrow looks a quiver.
Damn.
Such a lowly mouth can dine anywhere, a trait we both share. What service to our palace should we conjoin in feast?
I am a married woman, so you must starve, unless you care to feast upon yourself.
Bird I see below kiss like the dirt. Thought I got the fire one. I guess I didn't. Also, I kind of want to look at the store real quick, because did they... Guess I should look at the deals. ESO plus deals. So nothing looks free. Except that. Okay. I want to look at the crown crate thing. Maybe it wasn't this. These have 1 day left. $83. I was going for something. I think that was 100. Maybe I wasn't. Or maybe it was that one other crate and that went away. If I go to seals. $1,000. There was the fire spin one. I don't think I got that, but I wanted it. But I don't know if it was in this one or if it was in the other. Which I think it must have been. I must have missed it. Oh well. Well, nothing I really want with this shit currently.
There must be more to see.
I cannot sleep, and my husband will not wake. What cruel jest is this?
Say the word, Lady Nerume. I will allow you to sleep in my bed.
Scoundrel!
You scoundrel.
You seek to steal me from my husband, from the city I call home.
I only stole your sleep, which I gifted to your husband. His inattention must make him harder to love.
What would you know of love, monster? You have none of it, and you will have none of me.
Your protests ring hollow, Lady Nerume. We shall see how much when I steal you away from husband and home.
Cats are creep. Can't take no for an answer. Oh, I guess they're keeping true. They don't take no for an answer. They do what they want. Little bitches.
What else can we learn?
Come to me, my little snowbird. This vault, I built it to hold a precious treasure deep below your walking city. I will keep you safe and away from interference.
Why have you done this? Is your heart as cold as this chamber?
Your heart is cold, Lady Nerume, warming into Rajine's shadow will
If you wanna
unlock
look.
the prison built of your denial.
Never. I would rather freeze until time's end than share one warm moment with you.
So be it. This vault shall forever hold your frozen heart. I leave my mantle to conceal the shame you caused me. Farewell, Nerume.
I don't have it.
Know why the fallen Esti faithful were forced to dig. We should speak of this.
What does this one do? Aw. I like that one.
General Endari was certain she'd find Rajine's mantle beneath the fallen Esti winter site. She made the fallen Esti faithful dig for that frozen vault. It seems they have uncovered it. And it would certainly explain the frost trolls.
How can we find the mantle before her?
Perhaps Kirtor can help. The fallen Esti faithful aren't led by anyone, but after the soldiers arrived, he worked to keep tempers calm. He may know where to find the vault.
Where do we find him?
Last I saw, he was in an encampment near the dig site. Mostly fallen Esti faithful with a handful of soldiers. We should avoid the site itself. The frost trolls are down there.
Can you tell me about the whatever faithful?
They're peaceful sorts. Most believe their faith will one day draw the walking city back from wherever it disappeared.
How would they do that?
You'd be better off asking them to explain their own delusion. I've noted it's not a religious experience for everybody. Some use the annual pilgrimage to hold a revel in Fallen Esti's honor. Any excuse to celebrate.
So it's down here, right? Yeah. I want the way shrine mainly.
You travel with Braylor. He has proven himself a friend to the fallen Esti faithful. There are questions written upon your faces. What is it you seek?
Looking for the mantle.
As was General Endare. When our digging revealed existing tunnels, she pulled us back to our camp before taking her soldiers to the dig site below. Then the frost trolls emerged from the caves. They slaughtered most soldiers left behind.
Do you know where the general went?
We were already at our camp. I know she led soldiers into one of the caves, but not which one. Take care should you seek her out. You'll need to descend into the dig site.
Did the general enslave the faithful?
She pressed us into service in the search for Rachine's mantle. Initially, their treatment was harsh. But I spoke with her directly and proposed she take a lighter approach. In return, I would convince the fallen Esti faithful to assist her efforts.
Did she agree to that?
Yes, she saw the wisdom in my words. A reasonable request earned a reasonable response. A true shame the rest of Tamriel doesn't work like that.
I wonder if I can get there. I don't want to go just in case it's like a jump or whatever. Oh, frost troll. Below, below, below. As long as you're all below, feel better about coming down here.
Are you another soldier? Come to loose trolls upon the Valenwood?
You sound like Lady whatever, but why are you made of ice?
How can so many know my name after all these years? Yes, I am Narame. I hope to stem the tide of frost trolls by sealing their egress, but ice is the only form I may take beyond the walls of my prison. Tell me why you are here.
Looking for the mantle.
You are not the first. General Endare broke through to my prison in search of the same. I will aid you in seeking Regine's mantle, but only if you swear to free me.
Why do you need my help?
Regine's mantle is the key to my prison beneath the Fallen Esti winter site. If I but touch its hem, it will steal all my hatred for Regine's shadow and fill the void with love. I'll make lute strings of his innards first. Only another may safely free me. A cruel and spiteful jest.
Why is it a cruel jest?
To show me I was powerless in his clutches. Worse, to kindle hope my husband would come to free me, then smother that hope with his continued absence. But Regine's shadow knows nothing of love. I did not waver, not once.
Where'd I go to find the mantle?
There is another cave, sealed by a frost-covered door. It leads to my prison. If you swear to free me, I will allow you inside to speak of Regine's mantle.
How long have you been in prisons?
General Endari spoke of it being the second era. It seems I was trapped here in the first.
Or are you angry with the general?
I was delighted to speak with another after so long. But once inside, she ignored me entirely. Then in her haste to find Regine's mantle, she loosed the frost trolls.
What happened to her soldiers?
Regine's shadow suspended them in my prison to guard against invaders. It seems they had never before supped on the flesh of men or mer. But once they did, it was a terrible frenzy.
I swear to free you. I didn't know who she was, but now I realize she was the girl who was being pursued by the cat, the pervy cat. Okay, that's the thing. So the dig site is here. Oh, a dragoon. Hey.
There. Come. Let us speak of Regine's mantle.
I mean, she basically looked like she freed herself.
This way! I'm in here! My prison holds me in complete solitude for centuries, yet 2 visitors arrive on the same day. But we have little time. General Endari has pushed deeper into the prison.
How should we proceed?
Take this ring. It's my wedding band. It's the one thing I hold dear in this wretched place. Should you bring it to the inner vault, I can join you in icy form. I'll warn you of the dangers and aid you against them.
What if the general has the mantle? Are you asking me to fight a Dominion general?
You swore you would free me! Forgive me. The promise of freedom ruins my manners. You should do what you must, and what you are willing. I will not press you to betray who you are, not on my account.
What do you know about the mantle?
Very little, unfortunately. It may be a divine piece of the god Regine, gifted to his shadow. Why he would squander it upon me is beyond my comprehension.
Why would the general want it?
Why would anyone want a piece of the trickster god? The answer is usually power. But for what purpose, I cannot say.
How can you help me within the inner vault?
I was no mage when Regine's shadow first stole me from Fallen Esti. But I've studied every inch of this icy prison. With effort, I learned to sap away its energy. It's what allows me to form the icy construct. as we first met.
Can construct help me within the inner vault.
Direct my wedding band at any foe. I can use it as a focus to freeze your enemies for a short time.
Ready to go.
I've been trapped here for so long. To feel the sun upon my face again. Just to think of its indulgence.
Have some questions?
I know little of use beyond the walls of this prison, but I'll answer what I can.
Alright, so I'm ready to go. It's the same question. Ow. Gargoyle. Wow, that's pretty cool, actually. If she could be a follower, I had her all the time.
General Andari's soldiers were no match for the inner vault. Step carefully.
Ow. Oh, she's gonna freeze the fucking... No, she's not. Cool.
You'll never take it from me! Who are you? And why are you dragging that frost witch behind you? Out with it!
I'm here for the mantle.
You? I'm a decorated general of the Aldmeri Dominion, a hero to my people. Who better qualified to wield the power of a god?
The queen needs it for a ratification ceremony.
But I found Rajin's mantle. Why should Queen Irene be the one to wear it? I've been fighting since before she was born.
The mantle is controlling you. Your Dominion general. Snap out of it.
You're right. We were overrun. I thought to use its power to slay our foes, but I couldn't stop. I killed my own soldiers. I can feel it, bringing my shadow to life. You must stop me, no matter the cost.
All right.
No. You're trying to trick me. Trick the trickster god, huh? I can see through your lies. I won't give it to you or anyone. You'll fall to Rajin's shadow. Rajin's mantle is mine. No, you've done it. Grab Rajin's mantle so you might free me.
Guess I gotta talk to the real one.
I can't believe my eyes. You hold it in your hands. Now to break my bonds from this horrid prison.
How can I free you?
Removing Regine's mantle from the inner vault weakened the magic of the prison. Now you must break it, once and for all.
What do I need to do?
Regine's mantle is a slippery thing, especially with enchantments that bind its bearer. Place it upon the brazier at the heart of this room, and it will smother the curse upon me. Have no fear. The relic will come to no harm.
Alright.
Soon I'll leave this place and return to my home. I'd nearly lost all hope.
I mean, it's been a whole era, centuries. Your husband's probably dead. Home's probably changed a lot.
Lady Nerume, you denied my love, and now I deny your journey home. If you beg my forgiveness, convincingly, I'll return the walking city from where I stole it.
What? Could that filth spirit away all of Fallen Esty? He took the walking city? He took my home? Or is this another of his lies?
What will you do?
What else can I do but seek my home? But everything is so different now. General Indare mentioned an Old Merry Dominion, yet I don't know what that means. Without someone to guide me, I may as well prostrate myself before Regine's shadow.
Why not ask Brelor? He told me about the mantle.
Truly? Then I must find this Brelor and see what he knows of Fallen Esty. I should seek him out, and see the sky again with my own eyes.
Alright. I like that response. Always just, alright. And just move along. No more frost trolls, please. Whoops. Actually, they're cool, to be honest, because they're actually can take hits and don't die instantly.
You say the frost troll? Forgive me for stating the obvious, but you're alive! We heard some terrible noises in the caves below. What happened?
I have the mantle.
And you freed Lady Nerume! She's quite agreeable, and could prove to be a living repository of knowledge regarding the walking city. I hope General Indare didn't give you any trouble.
Mantle drove her mad, I had to kill her.
I see. I don't know why she did all of this, but she was once a hero. I can't imagine her soldiers will take it well. But as you see, such relics are dangerous. I can deliver it to the Elden Root Mages Guild where its powers can be contained.
The Queen needs it for a ratification ceremony.
I'll alert the Ultima Embassy when I've returned to Elden Root. Once I have it at the Mages Guild, I'll see if I can discern a safer way to handle it during a ratification ceremony.
Alright, here you go.
Excellent. I can't bear to think of the outcome had you not been here. But no matter. Lady Nerume and I will return to Elden Root as soon as it's safe.
Hey, how you doing?
If you hear anything of Fallen Esty in your travels, please send word to Brelor. I expect I'll be traveling with him for quite some time. After all, I am quite adept at driving off the frost trolls.
Okay, so I was kind of hoping it would send me west, I mean, to that sky shard, but I guess I got my hopes too high. This is gonna kill me. Or not. Sick. Those people again. Yeah. Let's do that. Also, take a look around. This again. So after Mages Guild and this one, I'll probably do Restoration and Destruction Staff again, do those other ones, and then after those he'll do Animal and Winter's Embrace probably. And then I'll start doing other weapons and whatnot. And change my armor as well.
So much... A fellow seeker of knowledge. I can tell by the glint in your eye. The Reliquary of Stars is a marvelous find, is it not?
What's interesting about the ruin?
Why, it recently came alive. Though perhaps awake is the more appropriate word. One of my fellow Mages Guild scholars leads the excavation if you care to learn more. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Lara Nalda or her assistants in quite some time.
Should that concern you?
I suppose it's a bit troubling. Say, would you happen to be headed into the ruins? I have this report to finish, but if you could check on Lara Nalda, it'd set my mind at ease.
I'll look for her.
I'd love to chat more, but I really must finish this report. My fellows in the Elden Root Mages Guild are chomping at the bit to learn more of our findings.
Have you heard of something called the Heart of whatever?
Yes, of course. Every dabbler in proto-alien literature knows. Many believe it's a metaphorical contrivance, but Lara Nalda thinks it's located in the walls of this ruin. If she wants to end such a promising career, more funding for the rest of us.
What do you mean?
Ooh, I'm sure she can explain her ridiculous theories better than I.
I like campfires. They attract interesting people.
Shut the fuck up, Bastion. Boston Study, Heart of the Matter.
You caught me at a busy time.
Yeah.
If you're trying to sneak up on me, you have
It's
some
me again.
competition. These flying books can be maddeningly silent when they want to be.
The flying books sneak up on you?
Sometimes in pairs. They slam shut on your ear tips, then flutter off. It seems half the library has tormented us since we tripped the wards. I've been trying to settle things down, but it's slow going without my assistance.
Where are your assistants?
Tedrini headed to explore the flesh gardens. Once the wards broke, I sent Behilir to fetch him. Neither returned. Mages Guild protocol says I should remain in place until aid arrives. I'm hoping that's you.
I'll find your
Do
assistants.
be careful out there. These books are harmless enough, but they aren't the only things flitting about in the dark.
What do you mean?
Everything was quiet when we arrived, but bones and other refuse littered the halls. With the wards broken, it wouldn't surprise me if more than books are moving about.
Why did the Mages Guild come to the stars?
The secrets in the Reliquary of Stars were long ago uncovered, save one. Incredible amounts of magicka coursed through its walls, even when the ruins remained dormant. Until recently, this was thought to be a peculiarity of its construction.
What changed?
It all goes back to Enumeril, one of the greatest Ayleid architects of the First Era. He built the Great Seal of Bellerata and the orrery at Eldenroot. Then recently, we uncovered proof that he constructed the archives in the Reliquary of Stars.
So interesting about that.
Enumeril put his heart into his work. Literally, if the stories have the right of it. It powered the orrery at Eldenroot until it was lost. That's the source of power here, you see? It's what we hope to recover. Think of the potential applications.
I'm looking for the heart.
Are you, then? The Mages Guild petitioned the court of King Camoran Eridan for months before we were allowed to excavate. And now you hope to waltz through and collect the heart of Enumeril for yourself. Why would you possibly need it?
Queen needs it for a ratification ceremony.
Oh, I suppose that's a good enough reason. We've scoured the ruins from top to bottom and haven't seen so much as a glimmer. But if we do find it, the Mages Guild would be more than happy to aid Queen Irene.
Goodbye. Alright, let's go find the assistants. Can I go through this one? Flesh Garden. Oh, the Flesh Garden sounds sick, to be honest.
Another petitioner, so soon after the other. If it would hold still, I could capture its likeness. So many fleshlings running through the halls. Such obstreperous creatures. You seem a fine specimen. I don't think I have one of your kind in my garden.
Looking for 10, whatever.
Oh, and it speaks. I just finished a tetriny, some of my finest work between you and me, though you couldn't possibly.
Damn, this bitch is bright as fuck. How do I get him out of your garden?
Why, you need to entertain me. There are a variety of chests throughout the gardens. I placed your friend's soul in one of them. See if you find it before my posing retinue tears you to pieces.
Who are you?
The caretaker. I preserve everything against the ravages of time. Scrolls and books are easy. But the aliens themselves, they resisted at first, but they saw things my way in time. Have a look around you.
These statues are aliens.
They used to be. Turning a body to stone is easy. The trick is keeping the mind intact. If they hadn't settled into place so many years ago, I'd introduce you to my former masters. Pity.
Look like a ghost.
Hardly. My masters found there were certain difficulties in allowing me to roam this place unfettered. So they split me from my body. In this form I can go where I please, but I can't touch anything directly. It's quite upsetting.
Goodbye. Open the chest. Okay, found the soul. Statue of Mila seem to be less one than the others.
You perfidious slime! You'll rule the... What? You're not... And I'm... What happened?
Bitch turned you into a statue.
Ukezi. Why does that name sound familiar? Perhaps... No, I've lost it. Wait, where is La Ronalda?
She's at your camp. She sent me to find you.
Good. That's good. Then it hasn't been too long. I really should head back, get my bearings. Don't worry about me. I know the way back.
Beheler is still missing.
Wasn't he back at the camp? I suppose La Ronalda would know where he's off.
Yeah. Hall of Wisdom. Torn letter. I ain't reading that shit.
Blasted Zarxus. I know I shouldn't have... Oh, another one. Hello? You aren't an illusion, are you?
No, your bitch sent me to find you.
Thank the stars! You have to get me out of here. It seems I set off an ancient trap, but I think I've determined how those strange lights channel their energy, and how to turn it against them.
How do you expect to do that?
Once trapped, strange creatures covered in eyes and tentacles descended from above. They reinforced the sconces with foul magic from their largest eyes. Those eyes are key. Extract one and use it to refocus the lights. It should
I
break
think the fan stopped spinning again. Oh well. What sort of creatures are they?
I don't know. Daedra, I expect? The horrors of Oblivion aren't my specialty. You'll know those floating beasts if you see them. They have many tentacles and seem quite nimble. Like netches, but covered in eyeballs.
Goodbye. Acquire the Watcher Eye. Also,
victory.
consumable. Consumable and the crown item. I guess it just food. Forgetting that.
Blasted Zarxus. I know I shouldn't have. Oh, another one. Fall off. I'm glad the eyeball was worth it. So good when a theory works in practice, you know?
You weren't certain it would work?
I was certain it was a good theory. All part of the scholarly process, my friend. But never mind that. I should thank you for your timely rescue. I'll head back to our camp. I cannot wait to tell Rinaldo what happened here.
Alright, goodbye. Don't tell me I can't go this way. Hey, can we go this way? It's fucked up. Hey.
Ah, good. Everyone back in one place. I was beginning to worry.
Rescued your assistants.
And not a moment too soon. I managed to subdue one of the tomes. It's proven most enlightening. The Reliquary of Stars was created to preserve knowledge. This we already knew. But the book speaks of a deeper level, closed off from the rest of the ruin. I suspected the Heart of Enumeral was hidden somewhere in the ruin, and now I know where.
Where is it?
If this description is accurate, the entrance lies somewhere in the Hall of Might. But there's something else. Would you come with me?
Alright. Heart of the matter. Let's do that, and hit the roll and the orrery thingy, and then Grotwood's done. This one's pretty cool.
Tedrini has behaved quite erratically since his return. This should be far enough. When you went searching for my assistance, did you see anyone else? Anyone intelligent, I mean. Spectres don't count.
There was a Daedra named whatever in the Flesh Gardens.
Damn. That's what I was afraid of. The book mentions her specifically, some sort of caretaker. Her specialty was... well, there's no easy way around it. She controlled the minds of others. It seems even the Aeliads feared her.
You think she's controlling your assistant?
Maybe. Tedrini hasn't been the same since he returned. He's normally so enthusiastic about his studies, but he's withdrawn into himself. It's downright unsettling watching him suffer like this.
What do you want to do about it?
I'd like to run some simple tests for signs of Daedric influence. While I do so, would you bring Behilir with you to search the Hall of Might? I suspect the heart of Enumera lays within its walls.
Alright.
Wonderful. If this tome is correct, there's a passageway hidden in the library. I'm sure you and Behilir will find it.
Goodbye.
I heard my name. What do you need?
Behilir, our friend needs your help in the Hall of Might.
The Hall of Might? So you think we found it? Oh, exhilarating. Lead away, my friend.
It's never done that before. Aren't you guys don't you a mage?
Well done. Looks promising. Let's start searching. Must be around here somewhere.
Well, it must be this one.
Over here. There's a draft coming from this bookcase.
Examine the empty locations. Each space is marked by a faint groove as long as a book. Replace Keeper of Tomes, I guess. I think I was replace that one. Okay, replace that one. The books and start over. Right. Replace remnants. Faint clicks and black. Keeper, okay. Was it remnants? And keeper. And then black.
The heart of Enumerial. I never thought I'd hold it.
In my own two hands. Well, puppet hands count as my hands. The power, it's exquisite. And I have you to thank. And now, I really must take this Behellian puppet for a stroll. Let's see how fast it can run.
Think I give a fuck about the enemy at a time like this? Nope.
Once I have my body back, the mortals will suffer. I'll make them wolves. I don't have time for this.
Damn it.
It's too easy.
God, I love that ultimate.
What happened? Why did Behilir sound so strange?
That one bitch controls them. She has the heart or whatever.
Behilir suggested Tedrini was under her control. A ruse, and one I should have seen. But if Ukezi has the heart of Enumeriel, she can use it to restore her spirit to her body. We have to get it back.
Did you see where she went?
Through the door. We've never been able to open it, and I don't know where it leads. Quickly, after her. I'll attempt to restore the wards here, should you fail. We can't allow a Daedra to wreak havoc with the heart of Enumeriel.
Goodbye.
one final shift. Yes, I can feel it.
Okay.
Where is that ugly thing? It should be here. You?
Damn, that should fuck you up.
What's happening?
You're dying. You died.
You think me defeat you so easily? No, not again.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
You! I hadn't thought you'd make it out alive. Ukezi must have been formidable alone. With the heart of a Numeril in her hands, I can hardly imagine. You do have it, don't you?
Yep, right here.
Wonderful! When all the flying books fell, I knew it had left the ruins. I'll return it to the Elden Root Mages Guild, per our agreement with the king. We won't need to worry about Daedra finding it there.
You can't use it back directly to the orrery.
Very well. So they're really going through with it, are they? I'd pay my weight in gold to see the orrery working. I'll personally ensure it reaches there without further trouble, don't you fear.
What will you do now?
After I return it to the orrery, perhaps I can research its properties once the ceremony is complete. If the Queen allows, of course. I'm not one to stand in the way of royalty.
Okay, well, time to do Fit to Rule. Finish it up. I'll try it this way. Whoa. Alright, I got that achievement.
You have done what has not been done in centuries. All the parts of the orrery have been placed within the chamber, and Dareneth awaits us below. I must admit to being more than a little excited. I've never seen the orrery operational.
What else remains?
Not much. You've done extraordinary work, and just in time for Queen Iren's arrival. Imagine the chance to see the orrery operate. Conservator Dereneth is preparing Queen Irene as we speak.
What next?
We should really head in there and get started. The ratification ceremony isn't going to perform itself after all. And from what I understand, Conservator Dereneth wanted to speak with you personally.
I'll meet the Dereneth at the orrery. Last one. I also kind of want to just go ahead and do this too. Crafting. What am I going for this one, right? Forget what I'm going for. I think the stamina on the mount speed would be good. Double resources from nodes actually is really nice too. 100%. You can get up to 50%. This one I'm doing, that one. Oh, the bash, perfect. Increases your bash damage by 60 per stage. Pretty cool. So I am thinking about abandoning this one. And just putting the point into blacksmithing already. I'll go ahead and do that one now. Guess I just save these for everything else. I know that I have the bank.
What are our vaults made?
Can start depositing stuff, I guess. Medium. Frames here, crazy.
Preposterous! I'm an Aldmeri Vice-Reeve, an assistant to Prince Naemon himself. Why am I barred from the ceremony?
The orrery hasn't been activated in a millennia. It might work splendidly, yes. Or it might explode. But I'll speak with Dereneth if you insist on being present.
Upon consideration, I
Uh-huh.
suppose I could wait by the door to call for help, should anything go wrong.
Little brother, you shouldn't be here for this. Dereneth warned us of the dangers.
I won't turn my back on family. My place is in your shadow, as it has always been.
I know this can't be easy for you.
On the contrary, today the Dominion shall see why a High Elf is fit to lead all of Tamriel.
I used to despise your certainty. But today it's reassuring, oddly enough.
Apology accepted.
I'll I'll make sure everyone clears out, as you requested. But you don't need to be here, Your Highness.
I used to sneak in here as a child and climb through the orrery's rungs. Do you think I'd pass up on the chance to see what it actually does? But have no fear. I want you at the outer door.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I won't let you down.
You never do.
Strange to see you after South Point. Not bad, just strange. But no matter. I can hardly believe we're about to breathe some life into this old girl. And before you ask, yes, I'm speaking of the orrery.
You ready to begin?
Almost. You recovered the pieces needed for the orrery's activation, so it's only fair you're here to put them in place. So, I should be the one to ask. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good. The first thing you'll need is to take up Rachin's mantle. A god's hands move the orrery, goes the translation, but that's a load of force slop. You simply need to be in 3 places at once. Rachin's mantle should allow for that.
Is it safe the mantle drove the general mad?
Oh, you'll be all right. That overly earnest fellow from the Mages Guild, Braylor, was it? He assured me you'd be safe if you wore it for no longer than 90 minutes. Or was it 9? No matter. The ceremony will take 5 minutes. Maybe 6.
Alright, give me the mantle.
Approach the pillars beyond the orrery itself. You must activate each in turn while keeping one thought in mind. When you wear Rachin's mantle, you'll never be held in place. From what I understand, it should do the rest.
Oakley dokley.
So this pile of moss and rubble determines the next emperor?
The orrery is ancient. Show some respect.
Nearly there, Your Majesties, Your Highness. That's it. It's working. It's actually working.
And what's next?
Here, take hold of the heart of a numeral. Place it in the pillar next to our royal observers. That should do it.
Do what exactly?
Awaken the orrery, whatever that truly means. But have no fear. This contrivance allows me to manipulate its energies. This means I can keep Queen Irene safe when she steps inside. Now go. Place the heart of a numeral. Let's see what all the fuss is about.
Whoa.
And now the Aelia death trap will tell us if we have an emperor in our midst. Truly a momentous day.
Naaman, now is not the time.
Irene, there's always time to protect you from yourself.
Oh.
For how could I let you risk your life in this contraption without testing it first, dear sister?
When you wear Rachin's mantle, you'll never be held in place.
It's incredible! I can see the white gold tower! No!
What's happening to me? No! You tricked me, sister! It's your fault!
Damn.
All of you! I'll kill you all!
Dude, she cannot catch a break with her shitty family and...
The tower is fading.
Naaman, what were you thinking? Why?
A little choice, Your Majesty.
What? No, Why would Naaman do this? I made him a part of what we were building. Tried to show him this is about more than just our people. I would have all of Tamriel be our people.
What did the orrery do to him?
What the legend says. It revealed the person within. As it will do to me.
What do you mean?
Do you think I have a choice in this? I will enter the orrery as I swore to the people of the Aldmeri Dominion. I must learn whether I'm fit to lead them. And if I'm not...
Yes?
If I'm changed, as my brother was, I can't become a danger to the people I've sworn to lead. Do you understand me?
I understand, Your Majesty.
I must not delay. I'm myself, aren't I?
Here so, Your Majesty, what did you see in the orrery?
A dominion of peace. The fair and just rule of Tamriel, beneath an old Mary banner. A future I hope to build. And you, standing at my side. Come, help me build the future. I don't intend to tell anyone what my brother did. As far as I'm concerned, he died trying to help me, not usurp my throne.
What now?
The Staff of Magnus.
What do you mean, what is the Staff of Magnus?
A powerful object with the ability to suppress magic. Dangerous were it to fall into the wrong hands. Luckily, we already possess it. Go to Marbrook in Eastern Greenshade. Speak to Captain Sarandel about securing the staff. I'll follow soon after.
I'll secure the staff, Your Highness.
We heard sounds of battle. What happened?
There was an accident. My brother gave his life to protect us. He died a hero.
I don't...
I will soon go to Marbrook. Vicereeve Peladil, I want you to travel ahead with my brother's body. You will make the funeral arrangements.
Yes. Yes, Your Majesty. I understand.
Spare no expense for his funeral. All in the Dominion are welcome. All may pay their respects to a hero.
At once, Your Majesty.
What a good... Wow, I really like her, actually.
Is this really happening?
I don't know what you mean.
You must have seen. You arrived near the end of it.
The Queen says her brother died a hero, so that's what I saw.
Do all you Vine Dusk Rangers learn to ignore the truth?
We learn that leadership is messy. And because royalty must grieve in public, we learn not to judge.
Perhaps you're right.
So next up is Greenshade. And I wonder how many zone quests this one is. What is this? Is it the captain? Maybe?
Hold. We've observed your travels through Grotwood and have need of your particular talents.
Okay. Gonna ignore you.
State your destination. I'll add you to the list.
Travel within the Dominion.
Tell me.
The Greenshade when you're ready. Ooh, this one looks real pretty.
Cities are as alive, fickle, and uncertain as people. Some are good,
30.
some are bad. Some give you gifts, others rob you blind.
Dr. Greenshade is Malib Altor. This one has 8. And after that one is Reaper's March. That one has 10. What am I looking for here? Damn. Can I get some ore? You know what? I'll go on foot this whole way, see if I find some more.
Your mother was right.
I should be able to get there. So keep going this way.
One foot after the other and eyes forward, Helwyn. Best not look.
Ha! The hero of Coldwater walks among us.
Really know it's me. I have a feeling I'm not gonna find this ore. Like, where the hell is it? It's just not exist in these Dominion areas. Well, I didn't see shit.
My friend, how good it is to see you. Hail, chosen of the Queen. We have been expecting you.
What do you need?
Queen Irene sent a missive detailing your arrival and orders. You are here to secure the staff of Magnus.
Where is it?
Safe, in our vault below the city. We have guarded it day and night. When you are ready, I shall show you into the vault.
Alright, let's go. I actually didn't want to do this.
If you would follow me.
I mean, I can just leave.
As you can see, our artisans have built some small amount of civilization amidst this barbaric wilderness.
Saving my money.
Marbrook will soon be a jewel of the Dominion in this
Heard an interesting
story the other day.
No,
As
not
one would expect, we have encountered scattered protests.
Yeah. Just wanna go ahead and oh yeah, I am going to, that one's fine, keep, that one's fine. I am gonna go ahead and just abandon that writ. Put that point in there. Turn to captain. The optional step. Went the wrong way. Hours, 10 hours. I thought one of these was really close. I'm probably wrong. I know woodworking only have the shield 7 days, 10 days, 3 days. So I was thinking of the blacksmithing.
My storm.
Good thingy right there. Okay, bank, deposit, weapons, one-handed melee. No, don't want that. I'll put that in there. Two-handed melee. Bow, destruction staff, restoration armor. Shields, okay. Ear of the Queen. The fuck is that noise? I don't like that. Ugh. Okay, and then some health. Okay, so I could... Oh, and then the weapons. This is... Oh, I guess I'll see if anything is better. No, so... Don't even have to look for the frost staff.
My workshop.
Sell... the light ones. I don't know what I just sold. I thought it was green. Oh, it is green. Okay, give it back. Armor, light armor. That in the bank. And I want those materials. And the wrong one needs to go to clothing. Could sell that.
There's no excuse for not looking.
Yeah, saw the white. Except that one. You already know. Okay, that goes in the bank. Deconstruct. Don't I have another? Oh, guess not.
The Red Mountain?
The Red Mountain. Alright, that is it for now. Thank you to everybody for watching. Have a good day, and good night, and penis.